Hello, guys. Welcome back. Today, we're talking about something super close to home. What happens after academia? For some, it's conscious choice. For others, survival. Either way, you're not alone. We spent years in grad school. You've got the degree, late nights, published paper, but now the academic job market feels like lottery. What if your path doesn't end in tenure? Only a small percentage of PhDs and postdocs land permanent academic jobs. But here is the good news. Your career doesn't have to end there. In fact, that's where it really begins. One, the myth of academia as a only path. A lot of us enter grad school with this unspoken rule, PhD leads to professorship. But let's break the myth. Here is the thing. Academia often trains us to undervalue any career outside of the university. If you leave, you could not make it. That's false. The truth, your skills are incredibly valuable in many industries. You just haven't been told how. Leaving academia is not failure, I tell you that. So whether you are burnout, just curious, or actively applying outside academia, you're not stepping down. In fact, you're opening up. And you have transferable, let's talk skills. Whether you're in STEM, humanities, or social sciences, you've got them. You already used them in your research. Such skills are critical thinking and analysis, writing and communication. You have project management skills. You have data literacy, public speaking, grant and proposal writing, mentorship and leadership. These are not just academic skills. They are professional skills. The trick is learning to frame them in language the outside world understands. For example, from CV to resume, e.g., designed curriculum, you can say you created educational programs impacting, let's say, 200 learners, and some career paths you should know about. Let's explore some actual career options across sectors. Number one, industry research and development. If you love research but not the publish or perish grind, private companies, especially in biotech, pharmaceutical, and tech, hire PhDs for research, analysis, and innovation. For example, a molecular biologist might work in a pharmaceutical company on drug development. A physicist might model materials for clean energy companies. And second is data science and tech. If you're working with Python, you're working with R or statistical models in your research, you are already 70% of the way into data science. This will value your analytical mindset and they pay well. Example, a social sciences PhD working in data analytics at a non-profit, you optimizing project impact. So these are skills that we have in academia, but it's transferable to industry. We just need to coin them well in our resume when we are applying for jobs outside academia. Number three is consulting. When you consult for firms, consulting firms love PhDs for her critical thinking. If you like fast-paced problem solving across industries, then it's a great fit. When you consult for firms on healthcare innovation, educational reform, or climate strategies, that's a good career choice. Number four, we have science, policy, and communication. Always the one who explains complex ideas in simple terms. Science writing, journalism, and policy advising might be your thing. For example, from academic researcher to policy fellow at a think tank, shaping environmental regulation. And we have the educational tech curriculum design. Education is not confined to universities. Many PhDs go into online learning platform, instructional design, and corporate training. These are good fit for PhDs. Additional income too. And then we have non-profit and NGO. When you use your research and communication skills to drive change in global health, education, sustainability, or social justice, that's a good fit. We have entrepreneurship. Ever thought of starting something? You already know how to design experiments, solve problems, and deal with uncertainty. For example, a psychology PhD launching a mental health startup, a literature scholar creating a broadcast network. Another one is government hire experts to shape policies, write legislation, and advise on complex system. You can be brain behind public decision making. So these 8 stuff that I've given are the skills we already have. We have it in us. We just have to start bring them out and start innovating on these skills that we already have. So, lastly, how do you make the leap? How do you move from academia to industry? You've got the skills, the options, but how do you actually transition? There are steps that I'm going to give you. Number one is informational interview. Talk to people already doing the job. Ask about their path, challenges, and how they got in. Secondly, you need to rebrand yourself. Translate your CV into a resume. Highlight impact, not just stats. And you have to upskill strategically. You need a certificate. If you need to learn coding, target those skills and you've got to do it. You have to network using LinkedIn, events, alumni network. You're not asking for favor, you're building connections. And you have to apply imperfectly. You don't need to meet 100% of the job description. Seriously, if you meet 70%, even 60%, you should apply. You are not just a title, you're just a researcher, you're a postdoc, you are creative, curious, and capable, and the world needs more minds like yours. I need you to drop a comment below. What career are you curious about? What scares you about leaving academia? Let's talk about it. Today, we've come to the end of the video. So we've talked about transitioning from academia to industry. We've got what it takes. We need to just follow the steps, and that's the main thing. We have the skills, and don't forget to follow me, share, and subscribe. Thank you. I'm gonna see you in my next video. Bye.